God's day. God's terrific Tuesday. I pray everybody is doing great. You're doing well. God say, I pray everybody is doing good. We thank the Lord for allowing us to wake up today, starting us on our way, giving us all the activities of our limbs, showing us a brand new day that was not promised to us. We thank the Lord for allowing us to be on top of the dirt, and dirt ain't on top of us. We're grateful to God for just the amazing thing that He has been doing for us, what He has set up to do, and how He says continue to just keep us and guide us the way we need to be led. And we're just grateful for the little bitty things He does up to the great big old things that He does for us. And we're excited about what He's getting ready to do, how He's about to handle things in the near future, and that He continues to keep us safe in this world right now with what's going on. We're grateful to Him for just keep on doing these great things that He does for us, and I love Him for it. I love Him for it, and I'm grateful for it. And I know everything, like I always say, everything don't have to stay bad because you're going through a dark tunnel right now. You're going through a situation does not mean that it have to stay that way. You can change it. You can make it better. You can change the outcome of it. Those generational curses that's always been a part of your family, it can be changed. It can be stopped. It can stop with you. It don't have to be now. It don't have to continue on anymore. Because that's the kind of God we serve. He can stop and block and do all of that. Because that's just who He is. That's what He does. And I'm grateful that He does those things for us. But we do not own the rights to them. God's day to everybody. God's day, Pastor. Let me turn this down. But we're just grateful to God for what He's been doing. God's day, Miss Tracy. God's day, Whisperers. How are y'all? I pray everybody's been good. I know I haven't been on here in a little while. You know how work is. I probably shouldn't be here now, but listen, I've been. So if y'all haven't been seeing me, I've been missing y'all though. And I pray everybody's been doing good. Hey, Miss Felicia, how are you guys? Day Whisper. I pray everybody's been doing good and y'all staying safe out here. And that y'all staying safe out here and everything is going well with you all. I know it's a lot going on, and that's what I've been, it's a lot going on. I'm trying to tackle a whole lot of things at one time, but I always, put it on God, give it to Him, and let Him handle it and deal with it and take care of it, because, I can't do nothing with it, so I might as well just give it to Him and let Him deal with it. But I pray everybody is staying safe and that y'all are doing well out here. You're doing absolutely marvelous. You allowing God to do what He said He's going to do. The things He's been telling you, been promising you. Jesus told me He's going to take care of me. So I know He's going to take care of each and every last one of us. Yes, come on, we covered by the blood. Listen, people don't like to believe that. We are covered by the blood, but we got to trust in God that He's going to cover us. Like, we got to trust that we can say it. I've been saying this for the longest. A lot of us, we learned these things growing up in Sunday school and going to church all our lives, but when it's time to apply what we learn into action, that's where we fail. That's where we fail. And I'm not just talking about you. I told y'all when I'm talking to myself too. A lot of times we fail because we we're not ready to apply what we learned. It's just like when you go to school. Do the things that you learned in school, are you applying it to your life, or you just saying, oh, I'm gonna do the quick easy way, or I'm just gonna go around about it and go through the back door? And I don't own the rights to this music, y'all. But hold on just a second. So I do not own the rights to the music that is playing in the background, but I love it and enjoy it, and it's for recreational purposes. Just like to have something nice to listen to. So it's a little Christmas music. Y'all know Christmas is next week or whenever it is, because it'll be 2021 by tomorrow. So it is what it is. But we learn so many different things, but do we actually apply it? When it's time for us to apply the things that are learned, that we learn, we are being taught from individuals, not just from school and church, but from individual. You learn stuff through people. And I'm gonna tell you something. When you learn, you learning something, you learn something from somebody knowing, how do I want to say it? They don't even know they're teaching you. Let me say it like that. Have you watched people, watch how they move, watch how they do things wrong, and it's teaching you not to do the same thing, but they don't know they're teaching you that. It's like I watched you for so long, or I seen how you move for so long. I know not to go down that same route that you went down, because that was the wrong thing to do. So you taught me and didn't even know you was teaching me. Have somebody ever done that for you, or taught you those kind of things to where you just like, I didn't even know, they didn't even know that they were teaching me something. And it's like things that to do and to not do. Every time somebody teach you something don't mean it's the correct thing. That's why I said apply what you've learned. You have to study to show thyself approved. You have to go and read the word, or read things for yourself. And in order for you to get it or to understand, the pastor can get up there and tell you, yes, let's read John 3:16, and we're gonna go through this or whatever. But what does John 3:15 say? See, we don't know that because we're so used to 3:16. We just go straight to that one because that's the one we were taught. That's what. But we don't go home and read the John 3. The first chapter all the way down. We just go straight to John 3:16. We don't know what 15, 14, 13 on down say, because that's what we were taught. That's something we only pick up our Bibles, our iPad, our phones. To go to the actual Bible is on Sundays or on Wednesday nights when we're doing Bible study. And a lot of times we miss all of that because, it's just not as important. I really don't want to apply it because I'm scared if I learn about it. I'm scared if I learn about it, that means I have to be accountable for it. You're absolutely right. Once you learn, you're held accountable for it. So, but back to us learning the things that people teach us, and they don't know that they're teaching us. That's a good thing. It's not always a bad thing, but you just be looking like, well, that teaches me not to do that or not to go that way. And folks don't realize, I know you went through something to get to where you are, and that trial that you went through, I don't want to go through that trial. I don't want to go through that trial just the way that you did. So let me change some things up about me. But you're teaching me. God's Day Whisperer, how are you? You're teaching me. God bless you too. And a lot of times, and I've seen it happen over and over again. And even in my learning and in my teaching or whatever, I pay attention. I'm a people person, so I pay attention to how people move. And I told y'all that a long time ago. God's Day Whisperer. I learned how people move or whatever, and because I'm a people person, I could just pretty much tell what's happening or what's going on. I'm not saying I'm a psychic or a prophet or anything like that. I'm not speaking. I'm not saying any of that. I just watch how people move, and sometimes that's why I say a whole lot of times you just sit. You don't have to say something every time somebody say anything. You don't have to be the person that I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be the one. Watch this. You don't have to be that person. Just sit back and relax. I'm telling you, when you put a whole lot of stuff we try to handle on our own, when we give it to God and He work it out for us, then you just like, well, what was I thinking or what was I doing? That's why I said go to bed at night. Turn it over to God. Whatever that situation is, whatever is going on, turn it over to Him and let Him work it out. Why you stressing yourself out? Why you going through so much? Why you losing your hair? Why you losing weight and it's not good? It's not the way you're losing it. It's not good weight. You looking crazy. I'm just saying, because we're stressed out over things that we cannot control. And a whole lot of times we're afraid. We say turn it over to God, but do we actually turn it over to God? When we say I don't fear. Do we actually fear? Like, I ain't scared, I ain't fear. But when push come to shove, when it's time to put it into action, what we doing? We're fearing. We're scared. We backing up. We ain't about that life now, because now the action is time. It's time for that action, and we can't do it. It's just like when you training. I just did a training class on a new thing they finna roll out for us in a couple of days, and that's what I've been so busy trying to get that done. But I was trying to get that done. But as I'm going through it, it says you got some questions to answer at the end, and you have to pass it in order to say you completed this course. Okay, so I knew that because I was already told that. My supervisor already told me you got to go. Once you do your training, now you got to go through the course and you got to answer the questions correctly. Your score have to be 80% or above. And I'm like, okay, cool, But it wasn't one of those bam, 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 because you got questions, and that's what we do in life. We go bam, bam, bam. Okay, yeah, all right, I got it. But the questions kept, they make you, what word I want to use? They make you, what word I'm trying to use with it? They make you interact with the training. So you can't just sit there and just be listening to it. And no, that's going to tell you, push this, push this. It's making you interact so they don't know you paying attention. So I go through the whole little thing, and that's what God does. God's Day Whisper, that's what God does to us. He's showing us stuff, but we ain't paying attention. We study just going through life, just pushing buttons and flashing by it and going through it. But we're not actually applying what God is telling us in our life. So again, I'm in a training class and doing this training course a few minutes ago, and I'm going through it, and then it's saying push here, and I'm pushing it, and then it's giving you the what you're supposed to say or do, and I'm doing what it say. And then once I get all the way to the end, okay, now here go the questions, because now you told me, because you went through the course, now you finna tell me, because you can take the course again. So do you want to go through the course again, or do you want to go ahead with this quiz? And I'm sitting up there saying, you know what, I think I got it, okay? Because you got this. That's what you're thinking in your head. In life, that's what you're doing. I got this. I don't need to go back through that no more. God don't have to take me back through that no more. I got this. I don't have to apply none of this stuff that I just learned, that God just took me through. I don't have to apply it to my life, because I'm not going to go through that no more, because I already got it under wraps, and God don't have to take me back through that, right? Okay, so I go through the course, and I'm taking the questions. I'm doing the questions, and the questions pop up, and I'm answering them. And you don't know what your score is until the end. Now I'm going all the way. I got 10 questions, guys. They live. So I'm going all the way through my questions, and I'm like, listen. And I'm sitting up there at the computer just a few minutes ago, and I'm doing like this, like, Lord Jesus, help me, because I'm trying to, because you're looking at stuff, what you're looking at, you need to answer these questions about what you're looking at. And I'm saying, well, wait a minute, I remember seeing that. So let me go back through my Rolodex, and let me try this again. Now I'm on this question. I can't go back, because I already done clicked and say I'm going to answer these questions. So I'll go on through, and I say, well, I'm starting to remember what the course was about. Again, God is telling us, remember what this course is. God's Day Whisper. I'm trying to remember what this course is about. And as he's taking me through these questions, he said, you remember seeing this before. Go back and go back through your Rolodex, go back through your brain, and click this again and see what happens. So that's what I did with this course a few minutes ago. I was like, you know what, God, you know what, you got me. So I go through all of the questions, all 10 questions, and I pass. Look at God, won't he do it? So I ain't have to take the course nor the questions again. But again, let me remind you of something. There was distractions throughout this entire course that I had to take. I don't know how long the course was supposed to be. Mind you, I was supposed to be taking the course last Thursday. I didn't get a chance to take it. I was supposed to take it Friday. Didn't get a chance. My computer was acting crazy. Saturday, I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to work. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to rest my brain, because my brain probably fried. So we ain't going to even worry about it. Y'all know I don't work on Sundays, because that's the Lord. That's the day I'm going to go. I don't say that's God's day, because every day is God's day. Okay. But that's the day that I give reverence to God. I'm going to go worship him. So I don't work on Sunday, because it's against my religion. And I don't even have now. Okay, so anyway, so yesterday I was supposed to take it. I never got around to it, because it was so many things that just kept coming up and kept happening. So today was the same way. It was more stuff that just kept coming up and kept happening. I'm like, well, Lord, what's going on? I knew I needed to take this course like ASAP. I've been in training. Been in meetings after meetings after meetings. And I said, all these distractions, that's what life is taking. That's what life does to us. We learn all this stuff going through church and going to school and all that. We learn all this stuff, but we got distractions along the way. We got all this stuff, and we know what we're doing. But when it's time for us to apply what we learned to our life, we not doing that, because we more focused on the distractions than we're more focused on what was taught to us. What we supposed to be learning in that lesson, we're not learning that because we so focused on the distractions. So I had to block out all distractions. No phone calls. I had to block out text messages. I had to pause my show. I had to do all of that. Even around here, I had to do whatever I had to do because I knew I needed to finish this. Sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to block out all those distractions and focus on what you need to be focusing on. And we miss all of that because we want to entertain things that don't need to be entertained. We want to fulfill our lives with things that don't need to be fulfilled. Our life don't need to be fulfilled with. We want to pick up stuff that don't have no concern of ours. What we picking that up for? That doesn't concern us. Why is your name attached to that? That's not what you need to be focusing on. God take us to, don't even worry about that, y'all. We already know it. I've said it and I'm going to state it again. I don't block people. Okay, amen. All right. Y'all don't have to worry about that because I don't block people. Okay, all right now. So anyway, as I was stating, the distractions, amen. Look at that. Won't he do it? So you got to stay focused on what you're supposed to be saying, focusing on. God, he does take us through some trials and some tribulation, but there's a learned lesson we're supposed to learn throughout those things. When God deliver you from something, once he take you over that, what you've been praying about, what you don't got through, you're not supposed to go back to it and pick it back up again. That man he got rid of that you ain't supposed to be with, no way. He wasn't doing you no good. He wasn't paying no bills. He wasn't picking up nothing. He wasn't working. He's a distraction for you. Your journey, the life that you had set up for you and your family, he ain't with you on that. And God done delivered you out of that situation. Even if he was putting his hands on you or he was verbally abusive, whatever he was doing, he wasn't no good for your life. And God got you out of it. You seen him. He looking nice, looking good. You passed by him. He's smelling good. And you just like, you know what? Listen, here's my new number. And now God done delivered you from that. But you don't gave the man your new number. So guess what's going to happen? Now here come this foolishness, this attraction, this distraction again. Now you got this distraction in your face again. But God delivered you from that. So guess what he finna do? Watch what he finna do. That even though he don't deliver you, Lord, I'm not going back to that. Now you deliver me from this, you take me away from this. I'm not going back to that number. I'm not going to do this again. I'm sick of him, yada, yada, yada. You don't got everybody involved. It's been 6 months. You don't seen this joker again and you don't picked him back up. Now since you don't pick him back up, you know what? God's gonna take you through some hard stuff. You thought that was hard the first time? Watch what you're gonna go through now, because he delivered you from something, but you didn't learn nothing. It was so I'm gonna tell you what distracted you. When you seen him and he was looking nice to you, he was smelling good, and he gave you that little sweet nothing in your ear again. That distraction, so you don't went back to him. Now God's gonna take you through some serious stuff that you weren't even ready for the first time because you didn't know how to handle it. Now God is about to take you through this thing again because you didn't learn your lesson. So when you don't learn anything, that test that God sends your way, when you don't learn from it, guess what? It comes back up again and he takes you back through that same situation again because you didn't learn the last time. And it's greater than the last time. Let me tell you something. My husband had a conversation about something the other day. And he told me, do you want to, I asked him about something. Whatever it was, the answer was, when the Lord delivers you from something, you don't go back into it. And he was like, well, no, I was just going to do this, yada, yada, yada. And I said, no. When the Lord take you away from certain things, certain people, you don't go back into that dungeon again. You don't go back into the wilderness. You don't do that again. Like you got delivered. That means God has elevated you to do better, to do greater, to do more than what you have been doing. And you can't do that if you fall back. I told you about that story about Lot's wife. She looked back. He told her not to look back. But what she do? She turned around and she had to see what was going on. They destroyed. He said, I'm destroying the city. Get your family out of here. They didn't get your family. You got your family. Your daughters want to stay. They want to do all that. Okay, but you told your wife, don't look back. We running. And she had to go turn around and look back for what? Because there wasn't nothing back there. So guess what? She's still back there. Because the Lord, he already done told you, I'm delivering you from this situation. What you looking back to it for? What you going back there for? There's nothing back there. What I have for you, I tell you can't see my hand because the phone is like, but you know it's greater than what you can ever think or imagine. It's exceedingly And abundantly, what God has for us is way more than we can think or imagine. But we got to be really willing and ready for it. But a lot of us are not willing and ready for it because we just like, oh, okay, we got time. Oh, okay, God, he know my heart. This right here, when God knows my heart, that right there, and come as you are. Listen, them things right there is probably another one, but I can't think of it right now. But come as you are, that is not a scripture in the Bible. Google it, look it up, read all 66 books. It's not in there. They paraphrase it, but it also means that when you're a babe in Christ, you're learning how to, I understand you're coming with what you already have. But once you learn and you do more, you get more, then you change your appearance. You change the things about you. It's not just, I'm just going to come in here raggedy or whatever, clothing wise. It's also mentally, your mind wise. Once you learn, you do better when you know better. But you can't keep using things we've been using since we were 5. Those are things that were said to us when we were 5, and you know better, but you want to result back to that. You can't keep saying, God knows my heart. He know how I am, but he wants you to do better, though. He don't want you to keep using that same heart. That heart needs to be cleansed. You need more. He needs more from you. But if you're not willing to give more or to put out more, then what is it? God's day, how are you? God's day, Whisper, how you been? When God wants he wants us to cleanse our heart. He wants us to do more. He wants us to be more than what we have been. But we're not doing that. So back to applying things to our life. As I stated before, when we have class, we go to school and we learn class. Even in our jobs, we're going through different courses. Like I told you, this course I had to take earlier. Listen, going through all of those things, we have to apply those things to our life. Bishop talked about last Tuesday night, he talked about fear. And I believe he may be talking about that again tonight. He talked about fear. I believe in 2020 that word fear by itself meant a whole lot. Excuse me. That word fear meant a whole lot. I'm gonna tell you, and I've been saying this from the beginning of this pandemic, and y'all can go back and listen to any of the podcast episodes that I've done. And I don't know which one is on because we just do random talking. This is raw and uncut. Somebody contacted me and told me I can fix your or take out. They want to no, don't slice nothing, okay? Because I like raw and uncut. I like to be me. I don't like to change up. Y'all can go read my blog on my God's Day podcast blog that I did a couple of weeks ago. I owe y'all a blog this week. Please pray for me. Y'all know I'm busy. I got a lot going on. But I owe y'all a couple of blogs, matter of fact, and I'm going to get it to y'all. But y'all can check out these blogs on godsday81.com. Click on Lady C's blog. There's different blogs that are there, but there's multiple things. Some of them are personal. I'm really writing writing 2 personal ones, like personal ones. And the other ones are just, whatever God lays on my heart at that time, I say. But back to the word fear, and I know Bishop is going to elaborate on it tonight during Bible study. If y'all have not tuned in to Tuesday night Bible study with New Freeman Chapel Missionary Baptist Church, please tune in tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. We will be on the New Freeman Chapel Missionary Baptist Church page as well. I'm going to share it on all my other pages as well. But please tune in to those and tune in tonight for Bible study. We would love for you to come in and join in with us. But last week he was talking about fear. And I was saying this year, that word has been put out there like very strongly. And I believe a lot of believers have failed this test of fear. And please don't, and I'm going to say this, and I think I say this quite a bit. Don't take it as to me saying, well, be foolish and just go out here and don't wear no mask and don't wash your hands. Just live life like it. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about us I'm not talking about the wise talk. We know to wash our hands and to put a face mask on and to stand 6 feet apart. We know all of that. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I'm talking about us as believers. A lot of times when things go on and we're not of the world, neither are the things in the world. But when it came down to this pandemic, what did we do? We went with the world. Did we stand up with you know what? Some of us, I know we were forced to close or forced to shut down for a little while or to pass. I get that. Again, not talking about that. But you got a lot of people, and this is what I'm talking about this with, where we talk about, I don't fear nothing. Yada, yada, yada. We got the hardest people to say they don't fear nothing. But when push comes this pandemic, the hard people I seen folded up, and I was like, I thought they were so hard. I don't fear nothing. I'm just going to go out here all wild and out. Okay, cool. But then you got people that say, I'm not opening up my churches. We not doing no church. We ain't doing this. But then you at Walmart, you at the grocery store. I know y'all tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of hearing about COVID and all this other kind of stuff. I'm definitely tired of hearing about it. But you got all this stuff, but I'm just talking about the word fear and why I believe believers have feared with this. Again, talking about things that we learned or things that we know to do. We ran scared, or we folded in certain areas. So I think a lot of Christians fail? I absolutely do. I believe a lot of people have, because you just talk to people on the norm. Oh no, I ain't going to church. That's what a virus says. So it ain't at Walmart. It ain't at the grocery store. It's not at your next door neighbor house. It's not in the car. You know, where you just think it's just at church, and people use that as a. But I talked about that last week. People use that and say, "Oh, that's why I'm at, and that's where it happened at." We don't get it at anywhere else besides at the church. That's not right, and that's not fair. So I say that all the time, and I know folks probably gonna be like, "Well, I don't think," but people do. I'm telling you, I've heard a well-known person. I mean, been talking about it for days at a time. This is where everybody got this virus from at this funeral, and this is where it's going. I told y'all, I said this was gonna happen. Y'all shouldn't be going to church, and you just like everybody voted and just like, well, I don't trust that. To me, it's almost like, do I really trust God or not? Now I get it. If something has happened, you got to shut down, you got to clean, you got to do all that. Get it? I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about people that just you'd rather do other things versus you going to serve God. That's the part I'm talking about. That's the part where people just, and I know a lot of folks is not going to agree, but when you think about it, just be like, but I have been to Walmart. I could have ordered what I needed from Walmart. I have been to the grocery store. I could have ordered it online from the thing. But still have my church doors open, or vice versa. But that's not what we did. We ran scared. We went with what the world wanted, what the government wanted. We went with that. And folks is still lying and saying they only got it from church. That's the only place they been. No, you went somewhere else. You went to a grocery store. You went to a mall. You went somewhere to the nail shop. You went to the shoe store. You went somewhere else. And mind you, when you're going to pick up items in all of these stores, the stock people the people that put the stuff on the shelf, how you know they didn't have it? They sneezed and they decided to put it on the shelf or whatever with your item. Or somebody that changed their mind, their consumer, they changed their mind and decided, oh, I'm going to pick up this. Oh, that's okay. This one is cheaper. And they put that one on the shelf and you go behind them and pick it up. It can happen anywhere. So let's not, but the fact that people are saying, it happened at church. This is where I got it from, was at church. How is that fair? How do we, and then we're just like, oh yeah, that's true. I ain't going back no more. People saying I'm not going back because there's too many people in there, and it's only be like 10 people, and they're saying there's too many people in there, and the 10 that stir, I'm talking about New Freeman now, the 10 that stir, everybody else spaced out, and it's been the same people that's been coming every week. Ain't nothing, nobody, not really no more. I think we probably had like 2 people there, but they've been there, you know. So, you know, we're using things, and another thing is with that, we're using a lot of things as excuses on why we can't do better. We blame everything on the pandemic. We blame everything on COVID. Oh, it's because of COVID. Due to COVID, because every time I call somewhere or look on somewhere, we have to look on websites for different information or whatever, and that's what due to COVID, and it's big and red and it's in bold letters and it's sticking. As soon as you click on it, it's popping up with a pop-up form. You're just like, wait a minute. I didn't come on here to look at this. Well, due to this, we only gonna accept payments at this time. Due to this, due to COVID, we gonna, and that's where we miss a whole lot of things. Is because everything we blame it, we got excuses for everything. We got excuses for stuff we don't want to do, but we don't have excuses for things we want to do. We make ourselves available for things that we want to do. When we don't want to be available for stuff. We've come up with all these excuses, and I think I did a blog. Oh no, I did the live, the Tuesday night Bible study on no excuses. We give God excuses for everything, but when it comes down to stuff that we need from God, ain't no excuses. I don't know why God haven't gave it to me yet, but then you just tell him last week you couldn't do this for him because you had this going on, or you got so much other stuff going on. God knows my heart. We still using that. I told y'all about that God knows my heart situation. I don't understand. Folks still say that. You just be like, he may, but he wants you to do better with the heart you got, because the one you got, he's sick of. He wants you to cleanse it. He wants you to do better with it. But a whole lot of us, we're afraid, we scared, we whatever. And I know it's a lot of things. Our bishop's going to talk more about fear tonight, on how we can do better with that. And that's why I say a whole lot of us have failed that test when it came down to being fearful of us being fearful of different things. And the fact that the time is winding up, what we're going through, the times that we're dealing with now, time is winding up. If you don't see how things have changed and it's just taking a little bit at a time. We got so much happening, so much crime, so much, this virus is still increasing. These numbers are going out of control. And you still got, the way the weather is changing up. You don't know what you're going to get when you wake up in the morning. You don't know. So that's why I say whatever, and this is why I say this, whatever happens to you in life, make sure you know, guys, they whisper, how are you? I miss you. You don't know where life is going to take you. Make sure whatever life is taking you, that you're ready. Because somebody can change your life in a matter of seconds. Somebody can change your life, and just by you walking out your front door, and it'll change your entire family. And the reason why I say that is because we think we have time. We think God is just this time that He gonna wait on us to get our lives together. He's gonna wait till our grandbabies get raised up. We gonna wait until we just feel better. We gonna go through all of these things, guys. They whisper. We gonna go through all of these things, and God is gonna wait on us to get our life in order. We got time. Is what we thinking. And I don't want to say that we have time, because if you look around you, you can log on social media. If you're not a social media person, you can log on the news. You can do any of that stuff. And I promise you, you're going to look and say, you know what? Life is changing so fast. God is not playing with any of us. This time is winding down. You look up and you just like, wow, that just happened. And all you have to do is I'm sending up prayers. I believe the prayers have been more. God has heard so many prayers this year than He probably have way back from 5, 6, 10 years ago. He's probably heard more prayers than He has ever heard this year, because that's what we're doing. It's just a rally of prayers, and did cause this pandemic for us to pray more. When I tell you God is getting our attention for so many more ways than we think. I told you when this first happened, this pandemic, God could have shut, because we so busy with life, traffic, job, kids, business, sports, activities, this, that, and the third, whatever. All these things is going on. He shut down stuff for us to sit down somewhere. Get closer to your husband or your wife. Get closer to your kids. Mend those broken relationships. Ask for forgiveness. I told you I don't went through all of this before. Y'all go back and listen to some of the podcast episodes I've done previously, and you will hear us talking about things that God has been trying to get us to do better at. But what we do, we just like, oh, okay, I got time. Oh, okay, Lord, God knows my heart. He know how I am. He know what this is about. Why am I going to do it? Due to COVID. Everything that I just talked about, that's what I keep hearing over and over. How many times we going to keep giving God excuses? Now, He give you an excuse on why He can't bless you. Now you mad at God. If He give you an excuse on why you can't get that car that you went down there to get, you may have the credit for it, but your money don't add up. Some ain't going to add up. But you mad at God because He just ain't gave it to me. Then when He give it to you, you can't keep it because you ain't doing right by Him in the first place. Oh, I said it. Yes, I did. I said it. So anyway, God has been trying to get our attention for so many different ways, so many different angles. But we missing God. We still think we got party time. We still thinking we got life. We gonna wait till we about 60, 65, and then okay, it's time for me to get my life in order. You don't have time. I'm telling you, somebody can change your life in a matter of seconds. You can y'all seen about a month or so ago when a young man came from out of town. He came up here and just went on a killing spree. No reason. He didn't have a reason. Somebody at the light, and he sat there and shot at them at the light. He changed somebody's life. They didn't know they weren't going to make it back home. They didn't know they was going to have to make a stop at the hospital or even continue on to the morgue. They didn't know where their destination was going, because in their minds, God was going to let them go back to where they was going, and they was going to make it back home. Where none of us is exempt. When He's randomly, the death doors is randomly happening. Are we ready? I'm not trying to scare nobody, but I ain't trying to make you not understand and not fear where I'm coming from with this. Are we honestly ready? Are you sure if God was to call your name right now at 4:47 p.m., could you honestly say that you're ready? That God will call you and you'll be ready, be like, Lord, I know. Yeah, you call, I'm ready. Yeah, I'm here. Or are you that person that's gonna, you know what, God, I got time. I do need to fix this, but It's like I'm trying to see if I have time. All I'm saying is, and I know I stated all of these things before, but sometimes we need a review. Sometimes we all need a review. And I told you a lot of times when I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself, talking to myself too. A lot of times we need a review to just remind us of some things that we need to fix within ourselves. We need to, and I say this too, to self-evaluate, to do a self-care on you. I can't fix Sister Felicia, and I need fixing too. I can't go to her and say, oh, you need to do this, you doing this wrong or whatever, and I got work I need to do on my own self. How am I going to tell you to do this right or don't do that or you doing that wrong? And I got work to do. All you do as a messenger is to deliver the message. It's for people to pick it up and just say, you know what? I do that. You know what? I have fixed that. Or I need to fix that. That's for you to figure out. It's not for me to point fingers at you and judge you on what you need to do, on how you done things wrong. That's not my job. All I'm doing is delivering what God is telling me to do or to say to everybody else. And a lot of people just want to point those fingers at other people, and you just like, nobody's closet is spectacular. Like, it's not just spotless to where you have not done anything. We have, and I said all the time, we've all done wrong. We all commit some type of sin. Whether you thinking about it, whether you saying it out loud, whether you acting on it, or whatever it is, we all have done something, but not for us to point fingers at somebody else's wrongdoing. And we got skeletons. We got skeletons too. And it's hard for us to understand it because we so used to being involved in everything else and everybody else's stuff. And you're just like, why haven't mine increased? Why don't I drive a better car? Because I'm in somebody else's house. I'm in somebody else's business. I'm just trying to run something from over there. I can't do all of that. I'm trying to tell somebody else what they doing wrong, but I got my little situation I'm doing over here. How is that right? God is not pleased with a whole lot of stuff that we're doing, and we think that he is, and he have to accept it. Yeah, we think God got to accept the way that we are, that he is going to get this the way that it is. We ain't trying to do better. We don't want to do better. How you not want better? You want more money. You want a better job, but that's it. You don't want to do the work. You don't want to learn anything new. You don't want them to, when you run out of work, you don't want to ask for more work. You just want to be the same. Who wants to be the same? You want to increase. It's always room for better. There's always room for more. But are we willing to accept the more God is giving us? Are we willing to accept the more that God is handing to? It's right there, like it's in, and you could see it straight ahead. But we can't get it. We can't reach for it because why? We're not ready for it. God wants to give it to us, but we're not ready for it. God is not, he wants to give you those things you've been praying about, but are you ready to handle the things that you've been praying about? When he puts it in your hand, are you ready to handle it? Are you ready for the work? You want you want more customers, or you want a better clientele, you want all of this stuff. And when God give it to you, you still got a nasty attitude. You don't know how to manage your time. You always doing stuff late. You wanna do stuff at your own time. You wanna just tell folks how it's gonna be and what it's gonna be, and this is the rules into my business. And if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. And that's exactly what they gonna do, because I'm that person. When you try to give me all these rules and tell me what I can and can't do and how can I say it, and if I ask you for a picture, or if I ask you for some more information and you got an attitude, keep your business. I'll find somebody else that is willing and ready. But I'm just saying, you ain't got to listen to me. Again, you ain't got to listen to me. I'm just saying. But you got a whole lot of things that God is willing to give to us and put it in our hand. But when he give us what we've been praying about, are we ready for the work that it entails? Are we ready to say, you know what? Let me put all this extra stuff down. Let me not put all this. Let me change me. That's why I said, even with a business, we think because we got a booming business or we got a booming idea. Don't let me say booming business. Let me say a booming idea. Our idea is grand. Our format is grand. Our business plan is grand. What we're trying to go with it is absolutely amazing. Okay, wonderful. But again, your clientele can't get there because your attitude is nasty. Your business can't get there because you don't know how to handle the 1 or 2 people you have, but you want God to bless you with 500 more people, but you can't handle them. You catching attitudes. I'm telling you, when these attitudes you just be like, oh, don't worry about it. I won't send you nothing. I won't use you I won't refer you. I won't tell nobody about you. any of those things, because you have to, it's some things that you have to fix within yourself, and don't always feel like somebody have to use you or come to your do what you, because you have this great idea. No, when Bishop told me, I said something on the live the other day. I can't remember what it was, but whatever it was, he said, how does that happen? Well, I can't remember what it is. And we talked about it for a while. He said, you got to remember there's nothing new under the sun. I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. So if it's been done before, we just switch it up and change it up and add a little something to it. But when God, there's nothing new that's out here. Everything has been done before. We just fix it up and make it look really nice. We, like they say, you take that soup and warm it back over. It's the same soup. You just warming it back up. It's the same thing. But anyway, all I'm saying is, let's just do better with a lot of things, and let's fix us. We can't help nobody else or fix nobody else if we haven't fixed ourselves. It's a lot of things that we miss on that. Is because we just so into trying to fix other people, and we need to fix in ourselves. We need to be, we need some things that need to be controlled amongst us, and we're not doing that. We're not ready for that. God is wanting us to just to do better, just to do more than what we've been doing. And when He's getting ready to bless you and give you what you're supposed to have, God's getting ready to bless you and give you what you've been praying about. Be ready to handle it. He knows at the time, and a lot of times folks be like, why that didn't happen at this time? I told y'all about a situation I had. I was like, why that didn't happen a long time ago? Because it was the timing. It's God's timing. It's not ours. We want things to happen when we want it to happen, and we want it done then. I want revenge from them, and I want it from them right now. So I'm going to do it. And He's just like, no. Let God do it. When God do it, He going to work some things out. And the way He does it is so spectacular to you just looking up and say, God, you just did it like that. I wasn't even expecting that. That's why you turn things over to Him. Because when He's blessing you, it's an overflow of blessing. It's just like, I wasn't even expecting that. Oh, by the way, I was sitting here, and I don't even know, maybe I have to ask around where this came from, but they don't gave me a little something to, I don't know what it's from. I didn't read the whole email, but it just popped up and said, here, you got some points or awards or something popped up on here. And I'm like, look at God. I didn't even know where this is coming from, but thank you, God. Something unexpected. But let me tell you something. When you do what you're supposed to do for God, God does not mind taking care of His kids. He does not mind doing an increase. I don't care if it's in the form of a small thing to put gas in your car. If it's $10 or $15 to put more into your car, do that. Be grateful for that. Start thanking God. I'm grateful that you put this little extra $10 in here, because it's $10 more than what I had. And it depends on where you go. You probably can get half a tank off that $10. Depends on where you go. But a lot of times we don't want to do that because we feel like God is not going to increase us. And like I told y'all before, it don't have to be materialistic. It don't have to be in the form of any type of form of money. It can be in the form of your health. It could be in the form that you bypass this virus. It could be in the form that it bypasses your family. It could be in the form of anything, your health. God probably said you're going to be gone out of here at 52, but if you 57 and God is still keeping you here, you still in a good health, you keep on doing that. But if when you paying your tithing, you're doing what God had called you to do. If you don't have tithing, but you got your time, and you putting time in on top of what you, and you giving an offering, and you doing more than what you supposed to be doing, don't just be ready to receive your blessing. God does it. When I say He does it, He does it. It's more than what you think or imagine. I had already said something. Me and Bishop had already talked about our tithing. We got our tithing. This is what we're going to pay on Sunday. This is what we're going to give. And then on top of that, I gave more than what he had already talked about. I said, well, here, add that to my tithing too. Because I want God to continue to bless me. And when you give it and you got your fist all balled up like you about to start saying, black power or something, don't give it. Hold on to it. We don't want it if you got to sit up here and hold it with a fist, because that means you're giving it grudgingly. You don't want to give your money like this. I don't care if it's your offering, your tithing, or nothing, because that means you're really trying to keep it. You know what? Since it's already in your hand and you got it all wrapped up like it's like a turnip or something, go ahead and slide it on back in your pocket, your purse, or wherever you're going to put it. That means you're not willing to give it joyfully. And you're supposed to be willing and just ready to be like happy about it. When I took Kimara around the offering table Sunday, she just looking like, what's going on? And she was just looking. But you start teaching them when they little. You start putting your $1, $2 in service at that time. They'll get excited about it and be ready to run up to the offering table and give their money. But you got to start teaching kids when they're small. And we got to do it. You can't be expect for the kids to do it and you can't do it. How you going to teach on tithing and you ain't giving tithing? How you going to teach on being blessed and you don't know how to be blessed because you ain't doing nothing to be blessed on? All right, I'm going to leave y'all alone. I'ma go because I got work to do and we got Bible study tonight. I'm not gonna prolong time. And I got to catch up. I gotta catch up. So I've been having a lot going on, so I haven't been able to catch up. But God is he's very serious about what he said he's going to do. Listen, I want my blessing too, Miss Felicia. I want my blessing too. And in order for me to give my blessing, I have to do what God is telling me to do. If he already said, okay, give $50 more, if it's already laid on your heart, what you giving it to? Because I promise you, when he give it back to you, it's going to be unexpected. It's going to be more than what you thought it was going to be. And he going to keep on doing it. You're going to be like, okay, another blessing today, Lord. Tomorrow you wake up and be like, Lord, another blessing. Let me tell you. Again, it don't have to be in the form of money. It can be that he woke up your beautiful eyes. I'll tell you, somebody went to bed, they probably laid down and take a nap, and they didn't get back up. Or they didn't feel well when they got back up. God is doing some amazing things. He's doing some great things right now. And I promise you, when he's doing these great things for me, it's something for us to just testify on it and to speak on and say, Lord, you know what? You keep doing these great things for me. How can I can't even thank you enough. If I had 10,000 tongues, it still wouldn't be enough. I want to be able to tell you how grateful I am for the great things that you're doing for me, for these wonderful things, even some blessings that I haven't even expected. Or some blessings that I haven't even thought about, or I didn't even get a chance to ask you about yet. You already done blessed me with it. You already done gave it to me. You already done fulfilled what I've been asking you for. Lord, when I'm asking for better, when I'm asking for better health, or I'm asking for a better attitude, or I'm asking for a better mindset, that I continue to know my name, or to be able to continue on to tell people about you, to be a witness to somebody else about how great you have been to me. These are things that people may not even be aware of. Lord, I'm grateful when you wake me up before my foot hit the floor, but when I'm aware that I'm awake, I'm grateful that you woke me up. Listen, I'm grateful that you woke me up. Some people, the first thing they do, they reach over and grab their phone or turn off the alarm or start talking or whatever. No, Lord, I thank you. Soon as I'm aware that you woke me up, Lord, I'm grateful because somebody could have had a fire, because somebody could have broken your house. Any of those things, Lord, I'm grateful. I'm thankful for that you took the little time out to wake me up. You touched me one more time. I need you to get on up. And look what God doing. He started allowing you to get up. He started allowing you to move around. He started allowing you to be able to tell somebody about him. He's giving you the opportunity just to let somebody know, Lord, I'm grateful. Lord, I'm thankful. And folks think it got to be money. Oh, I'm waiting on my bank account to be this amount. I'm waiting on some more clients. I'm waiting on some more of this. No. Now, if you're not healthy or you're dead, how you going to be blessed with more clients or more money? Think about it. Which one you want more of? Because if you're not healthy, you can't work to get more clients. You can't make more money. So why don't you want to be healthy? And okay, I'll let that. I'm just saying, these just certain things. Y'all know I think outside. My thinking is probably different from everybody else's, but I'm just saying it may be. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave it alone because some people may be looking like I'd rather more money or whatever. But why would you want the more money? And don't get me wrong, you want that too, but why start out with that and not say for better health or for longevity, to be on this earth longer, or for something of that demeanor? First we start out with, Lord, I just want you to bless me with more money, more clients, more this, and we're not about our health. We can be up there coughing and sneezing and not feeling well or whatever, and we want more of that, but you can't handle it because you're not well. It's just a part of, all right. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. I'm gonna get out for here because like I said, I have to prepare myself. I still got a lot going on that I need to get back to, and I got to. Excuse me. I have to get back to this because, like I said, I got to play catch up for now. But I want to let you all know For those that may not know, if this is your first time listening in on God's Day, we do have a podcast, which is God's Day Podcast. It is up and rolling. I will attach the link to this video. Okay, yes, ma'am, Miss Felicia. See you tonight at 7 in a couple of hours. But we will be, we do have our God's Day Podcast, God's Day Whisperer. We do have God's Day Podcast up and rolling. It's been rolling for the past 8-9 months or whatever. Oh, well, God bless you. Welcome. Listen, let me say this, and let me turn this down just a tad bit. If this is your first time on God's Day, we talk about any and everything. It's not just church related or about, religion and, all of that. We just tie all that into real life. It's real life everything. Like, we talk about everything. Like family, we need to assist somebody, whatever. We also do advertising. We tell folks about your business. We support that way. Churches, events, nonprofit organizations, doesn't matter where you are. We just try to support and let everybody know, okay, this is what such and such has going on. This is what they're doing. So we try to support any way that we can. And we also, we always at the beginning give God his credit, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here anyway. So we always give God his credit at the beginning. And we always just go into a whole just topic about any and everything. But it's also, everything is positive. Everything is encouraging and inspiring. We don't do anything to bring nobody down or talk bad about nobody. We are all here to help each other as a family. And we just try to spread love and encouraging thoughts, words, prayers, or whatever across the board to everything. Because we see stuff on social media, and we see all the negative stuff. We see all of the stuff that goes on, and we don't have to keep sharing that. Let's bring some more positive stuff. The fights and the twerking and all that. We try to change that stuff up and just let hey, how are you guys today? It's at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock tonight. But we try to, that's what we do on here, and we just show love to everybody. So y'all, let's welcome it just popped up. Jillian Herschel. Let's welcome you. Hey, how are you? Yes, we just spread love. That's all it is. We just come on here, spread love, laugh, talk, enjoy each other's company, support each other. A lot of people on here have different businesses and things. Hey, sir, Mr. Parker, how are you? God's Day Whisperer. We try to encourage other people. Thank you. We try to encourage each other and other, as much as we can, and share the love and talk about so many other different things, and just keep it as positive as we possibly can. And we just still be ourselves, just joke around and enjoy, and we support each other. If we can't be there physically or financially, we will talk about it. We'll share it on our pages. We do all that kind of stuff just to help each other out. A lot of us has different businesses, and we try to tell everybody about each other's business, networking. We do that, and like I said, I put all anybody's business information, long as it's something positive or something that is going to help somebody else. I do put it on my website, which is guysday81.com, under advertisements, and there's a lot of different businesses, nonprofit organizations, events, things that's going on. We post it on there. Job information is there. Resource for information. Somebody's giving away food. They're doing a coat drive, toy drive. They're giving away blankets, socks, any of those things. We post that information to let other people know. Thank you. I appreciate it. We try to let everybody know what's going on in the community. It does not have to be in the city or state that I'm in. It can be anywhere. Because somebody needs to see it, somebody needs to hear it. And a lot of times we're afraid to share or support somebody else because we don't want people to know I support them or I share this kind of information. And what is that? I mean, we share all this other stuff. We share celebrity stuff. Why we can't share people that's in our local community and help them with their business or support them some type of way? Again, we also have the God's Day Podcast. The podcast is on all of your podcast media platforms. I will attach the link to this video. All you gotta do is click on it, and you'll be able to follow us on all of our social media platforms, including Instagram, Facebook. God's Day Whisperer. We will have our social media is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we're on Pinterest. And I think I told you everything on that on social media. But again, the link will be attached to here. The podcast information will be attached, and all you do is click on it and start downloading the episodes. I do have more episodes to upload. And then you can, and also we have a YouTube channel, which is Whispers in the Pews. Whispers, like I said, this is an all-purpose thing. I'm just the host. Anybody wants to be a guest on the podcast, just send me the information and say, hey, I want to be a guest. I want to talk about this. We can do it. You can email me at godsday81@gmail.com. Godsday, GODSDAY81@gmail.com. Say I want to be a guest. As long as it's something positive, or it's going to encourage somebody, or you're going to help somebody, resource for information, I do not mind. I'm just the host. Everybody else is just, we just coming as a family. We just sharing this platform. That's it. We share over here. It ain't about me. It ain't about no one person. It's all about God. God's day. Okay? So that's just something that we do, and we just like to have fun. We trip out, we laugh, we just love to have a good time. But I just wanted to make sure that I told you all about all of the platforms that we're on and everything we're getting ready to do. I have some new stuff that is coming to be a part of my other business adventure with my daughter. I told you we're doing Collins Affordable Boutique, and it's on Instagram. I have not created a Facebook page for this, but if you go to Instagram, you'll see the posts that are there. Again, it's called Collins Affordable Boutique. And you can click on it, follow us on there. We will be uploading some new stuff on there. And all you have to do is just let us know what you want or what you're needing. And the information will be on there as well. I think that is all I have with that. So I'm going to let you know once I get all of that together. Right now, we just had the AirPods for now. But I will be getting some more hopefully next week. And I hope I can get them back before Christmas. That's the plan. But I wanted to let you all know about that. So check that out on Instagram, which is Collins Affordable Boutique. And also, don't forget to follow the new Freeman Chapel Missionary Baptist Church page. We will be doing our Tuesday night Bible study tonight at 7 o'clock p.m. Along with, don't forget to follow the God's Day Facebook page as well. Click on there and you'll see a lot of pictures and posting and stuff that's on the God's Day page. Other businesses that are there. Also, if you go to the website, which is godsday81.com, click on advertisement, click on blogs, click on podcasts, click on anything on there. Just leave. You can leave a word or whatever. And like I said, I do supposed to upload some more blog information. Hopefully once I get through this load of work that I have it posted before the week is up. That's my prayer, to have all of this. I'm trying to upload all my pictures I have in my phone. If I tell you how many pictures I have in my phone, y'all gonna be like, are you for real? I'm so for real. I want to have all my pictures that I have not posted all year long to be done before 2021. That's a prayer. We don't know if it's gonna happen, but we gonna try. I also want to have all the podcasts uploaded before 2021. That's a prayer. That's doable. That is very doable. But the pictures is pray for her, because we don't start up this new business adventure, a different one. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. So y'all pray for us. And I think that is all I have with that. Told you about the podcast. Told you about the business page, other business page. I told you about the new Freeman Chapel Missionary Baptist Church page. Also, if you have not already went to go like the Lip Gloss for Love business page or Lip Gloss for Love page, please do so. It's called Lip Gloss for Love. It's on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I just manage the social media pages, okay? It's not my nonprofit organization, but it is a good friend of mine, which is Lady Rosalind Rayford. She's the executive director for this. So if you have not already went to go like this page, please do so. It's so organized. I love it because I see a nonprofit organization that is just on point. And I've been in meetings with these young ladies and everybody that's been involved, and I will honestly say it's been a while since I've seen like a well-organized organization. And this has been. And like I said, I'm not the person over it or anything. I just do the social media side. So when you see postings coming from Lip Gloss for Love, that is me doing the posting. So please follow that on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. There is also a website which is called lipglossforlove.org. So if you have not checked out the website, please go check out their website, which is lipglossforlove.org. Follow the Facebook page, Lip Gloss for Love. And it's lip gloss, like you put lip gloss on. Lip Gloss for Love. Also check out the their Twitter, the Twitter page, and the Instagram. So follow on all those pages and check out the website. And again, you will see some information out there. Share that information, share the page, and let other people come and look over that page. You don't know who may need that information that is there. You may need it. Somebody on your page may need it. You don't know who's suffering with domestic violence. They may not tell you, but they may be going through it and they don't want to talk about it. So that is a very well organized organization that you can be a part of, or that person can receive help from. So I told y'all, if I tell y'all about them, I recommend them. Okay. And like I said, I've been behind the scenes, and this like one of the best organizations I've been a part of that is so organized. Like, when I say organized, it's like, wow, talking my husband, I said, they are so organized. I love it. And they've been doing this organization for 5 years now, I believe. And it's so well organized. Okay. So I can't, you know how you see some things are just all over the place and you see a whole lot of, and you're just like, ooh, it's too much. Like, this is not that. So I recommend them. For anybody that may be dealing with a domestic violence issue, whether it's a man or a woman, women are not the only ones that get abused, okay? There are men that are getting abused. Also, if there's information, there may be information there for elderly abuse or child abuse. But get in contact with the people that are in charge if you are that person that needs that assistance, that need that help. I will attach that information to this video, so all you do is click on it. It'll take you directly to that page. But there are also that information, the nonprofit organization is also on the website, godsday81.com. And when you click on it, you can page down, it'll take you straight to the Facebook page. Their website is there, and I believe I put all the other pages there. If not, I'll put them there. But if you have a business and you want your business to be advertised, send me the information, godsday81@gmail.com. Let me add that to our website, godsday81.com, and put your information out there so others can come and support you with your business. Again, as long as it's something positive, it's going to be helpful or whatever. I'll tell you what I mean when I say positive and helpful or whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I don't mind supporting you or helping you out with that information or sharing that. Also, if you have a business, you have products, and you want me to review it for you, let me know. Email me, guysday81@gmail.com, and say, hey, I got this product. I want you to review it and tell everybody about it. Let me know. Okay? Again, guysday81@gmail.com, guysday81@gmail.com, and say, hey, I got this, and I want you to review it. My friend, whatever, got this. I have a friend of mine that does her own earrings. I'm going to share the information because I forgot just that fast. Y'all pray for me, okay? I'm going to start back doing the spotlight, the business spotlight, because there's a lot of people that I missed, or I didn't get a chance to get to. I got a list of them, but I didn't get a chance to get to them. So I'm going to start that back with the God's Day business spotlight. That way y'all can go and support these people. And then we're going to go back and we're going to review the people that I've already gave the spotlight to. And that's what we just on here. We just going to help people out. Overall, we help out these big companies. Let's help out the small business people, the people that are trying to feed their family and just be comfortable and live life and don't have to go through all the strain, because everybody wants more. We want that increase, but let's support each other. You get you can get a big blessing just by you supporting somebody else and not being envious or grudgingly upset with them of the success that they have. God can still bless you by being excited for somebody else's blessing, being excited by somebody else's upcoming. What they have going on, you can be excited about that. God wants us to be those people that can clap for our sister, our brother, our family members that are doing good things. My niece is doing some amazing things. Takasha Brown Olea, she has Fortress Boutique. I'm going to tag her information to this video. Click on that. Go and look through her stuff. Look through her outfits. And you're going to be like, wow. She does that, okay? And you can check out her website. Her information is also on the guysday81.com under advertisements. Check these people out. I promise you, if I send them to you, I'll support them, okay? I approve this message, okay? I put my stamp on it. And I'm telling you, these are people that are doing some great things. By the way, I didn't get a chance to tell everybody that these earrings that I have on in Miss Tracy Green with VWA Stylish Way. These are Christian Dior earrings, and they're very cute. They're gold. They got a pearl on the end of them. They're really, really cute. So if you I know she has a business page where it's private or whatever, but her information is on my God's Day page. Y'all can get in contact with her and say, hey, I'm looking for this. I just want to see if you have it or whatever. Her information is there. There's Tracy Green. I call her Miss Tracy Green with VWA Stylish Way. Don't forget Bible study tonight with the New Freeman Chapel Missionary Baptist Church at 7 o'clock p.m. Please check that page out. If you have not already went to go like that page, go like that page. Don't just follow it, like it, okay? And share the information. Let somebody know that we're doing Tuesday night Bible study tonight with our very own Bishop Dwight Collins. It's going to be so exciting about what he's going to speak about tonight. Also, I told you about all the other pages. I want y'all to stay safe out here. Stay encouraged. Hold your head up high. God is paying attention to you. He's watching you. He's looking at you. He's excited about the things you're getting ready to do. He's excited about the person you have became, the things that you have changed about yourself. He's excited about. He loves it. He wants you to keep on doing better. Keep striving for more. Don't let nobody change you. Don't let nothing change you. Keep on striving and being that great and wonderful person that you are. God is looking at you and he's answering every prayer that you have. It's just in his timing, not yours. Just be patiently waiting on him. He got some big things in store for you and he wants you to be ready to receive it. Be ready and willing to do the work. He's going to do it for you. You just have to be patient with him. He got you. Continue to look forward. Don't look back. There's nothing back there for you. What God has for you, that prize he got you, your eyes should be setting on. It's in front of you. It's not on the side of you. It's not behind you. He wants you to keep looking forward. Don't change for nobody. Don't downgrade yourself for anybody. Don't let nobody step all over you. Don't be nobody's doormat. You're an amazing, and God wants you to be continue to be the amazing person that you are. Remember, God loves you. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.